All right. So what I'm going to talk about real quick is the mover hiring process that I use uh, for all of our clients at Move Up Consulting. This is what we've tried and tested. This works for us. I'm sure maybe somebody else has something that might be better, but this works for us and our clients. And I wanted to share it, and I just want to show how simple it is, how streamlined it is. And this is a system in a section of your business. Okay, this is a process. So what we're going to start with is you start with placing a hiring ad online. Now, I've got some other content we have out, and we'll put more out about how are the creative ways of recruiting. But this is just the generic main way that you're going to be able to find talent. Placing a job on an online job board. I've got, Facebook, Indeed, Craigslist. Personally, I don't do a lot of Craigslist. Does it work? Yes, there's some subtleties to it, but mainly I prefer Indeed and Facebook. It's where I've gotten the most results. Place an ad. This video, we're not going to talk all in depth about how you make the ad look, all the copy, what do you put in the title, but I will tell you all of that matters, because the more people that you have click your online job ad, the more people that will fill out an application, okay? And you need applications to move them through our process. The next step, once they fill it out online, you should be having someone daily checking the job boards, okay? One of the things we actually offer at Move Up Consulting as a service is we basically will do a white glove service of pre-screening, vetting, and interviewing your potential job candidates, and then booking them into your calendar for in-person interviews. So the very beginning is a 10-minute, it should only take 10, pre-screen phone call, okay? And what we have built out, very simple, is a little cheat sheet on what we need to talk about and ask to follow a system for our phone screen, okay? This is very simple. Again, it takes 10 minutes. And you print these out every week. You put them in a folder, and you just follow the sheet. Okay, you take notes, and this is what works. It's very simple. And things that we ask, we're talking. Hey, do they have a valid driver's license? Do they have their own vehicle? Personally, I do want to know: are they within about 20 to 35 years of age? Not that we're going to discriminate on that, right? Because you can't discriminate in hiring, but I personally want to know, do they have any concern, okay, going through a drug screen or background check? And I ask that in a very certain way, because there's things you can and can't ask when you're interviewing, okay? Are they able to lift, push, or pull 75 plus pounds consistently and stand on their feet for long hours? Are they open to a flexible schedule, meaning that you start and finish at different times every day? Are they looking for full-time or part-time? Are they interested in a job for the next 3 to 6 months, or a job for the next year or more? Are they currently employed? If not, when was the last time they were employed? What if we were to potentially give them an offer for employment? When would be their available start date? Do they have experience driving box trucks? If not, do you have interest in learning how to drive box trucks? Do you have an experience as a professional mover? Okay. If so, where at? How long? All right. Another thing that for me, this is helpful information. We don't talk a lot about pay at the phone interview, but I will ask if, for it to even make sense, what's the bottom line per hour that you're really looking for in a job? Okay. And they'll say whatever they say. And I'll say, okay, great. Doesn't mean that's what they're getting offered. They could get offered more. They could get offered less. But I'm asking them, what are they looking for? Okay. And then lastly, why are they looking for a new job? Okay. Why did you fill out our application? There's a lot of applications online. or a lot of job openings. Why'd you fill ours out? And then the last couple things that I write down, I don't ask, I evaluate from the phone call, is their personality type, and then if they were well-mannered on the phone. I write those things down because they matter. I'm looking for a certain set of intangibles and a certain set of qualities in a person. I don't necessarily need them to be Superman mover, but I do want them to say yes sir, no ma'am, be polite on the phone, be respectful, okay? Because however they're talking to you is how they're going to talk to your customers. So that is the phone interview. Takes 10 minutes, maybe 12 minutes, okay? And that is an essential part. That is part of the screening process. The next step is you would set them up for an in-person interview. That's for 20 to 30 minutes, and that is where they're meeting with either an owner or an operations manager and discussing more in depth questions, getting to know the person a little better, seeing them face to face. But it's mostly an accountability part. Hey, we booked an appointment. Did they show up on time? And did they show up prepared? And that's part of what I'm looking for. Okay. And, the reason that we bring them in is so that way we can lay eyes on them. Okay. I want to see, what type of tonality do they have? What's their body language like? Those are the things I'm looking at. And when we bring them in, we do not give them a decision right then and there during the interview. Okay. We tell them, hey, thank you. We appreciate you coming in, and we will get back to you either by this evening or tomorrow morning with our decision. Okay. And then from there, you're going to look at your notes, because you should be having a scratch sheet of paper, not their resume, not their application, because that's a legal document, their resume. That's something you file, and you should have a scratch sheet of paper that you're taking notes. Then give yourself some time, evaluate everything from the phone interview, their application online, the in-person interview, and make a decision on if you would like to hire that person, bring them on to the team, and come up with your offer. When you make that phone call, that is an offer phone call or a declining phone call. If you do not want to bring them on to your business, you should still be giving them a phone call. That is courtesy, in my opinion. And that is our process. That is our process. We believe it works very well. Back to the in-person interviews, typically we will double book time slots. So if we have openings between 10 a.m. and noon, and I'm going to book 2 people at 11:30 a.m. because what I know is a lot of times somebody's going to no-show, typically about 50%, just how it is. They sound great on the phone. Some changed, some came up. They can't make it. So I double book time slots to protect my time or protect my owner's time, so that way we have the best chance for success. Okay. All hiring and recruiting is numbers. Is just numbers. Put more into the funnel, more into the hiring process, you will get more quality on the other side. Okay. So hopefully this was helpful. And what we're simply doing, and I'm sharing on some job boards here. We're just going through these applications, whether it's on Indeed or Facebook, it does not matter. And we are processing the applications because we know that the key to success in hiring is, 1, the speed at which you get back to the person from when they applied, and 2, how good is your filtering process? How good is your hiring process? Do you actually screen people? Do you actually know what you're looking for? So if this is an area that you're struggling in, if you're like, man, we can't find good people, we cannot find quality people to go service jobs, 1, that's a sucky problem to have, and you can fix it. So you should reach out to us because we can give you a lot of information. Follow this video, follow this system, use it in your own business. we're going to put a document so that way you can get access to this the phone interview questionnaire and use that in have that implemented in your business. I promise you it will change everything. So I'll see you guys later and go crush it. We'll see you at the top.